If you have a trip planned in 2026, whether it's to see your grandkids, take that long-awaited cruise, or finally book that dream vacation, this warning is about you. It's about your boarding pass. It's about your passport. It's about whether you make it through airport security or get stopped cold at the checkpoint. Starting January 2026, the Transportation Security Administration, yes, the TSA, is rolling out confirmed passport and ID-related changes that could directly affect how you travel. And if you're 65 or older, you need to pay very close attention. These updates are not small tweaks. They could mean longer lines, new document requirements, extra screenings, and in some cases, being turned away if your ID doesn't meet updated standards. This isn't hype. This is about preparation. Because when rules shift, the people who don't hear about it early are the ones scrambling at the airport counter, stressed, embarrassed, and sometimes forced to rebook flights at their own expense. You work hard for your money. You save for travel. The last thing you want is a surprise that hits your wallet. In this video, I'm breaking down 8 major passport and ID changes confirmed for January 2026 in simple, clear language, so you know exactly what to check, what to update, and what to avoid. And number 8, that one could impact seniors the most. Let's get into it. Real ID enforcement expansion. First major change: expanded enforcement tied to the Transportation Security Administration and the federal Real ID standards. By 2026, TSA agents are expected to tighten verification procedures at domestic checkpoints. If your driver's license is not Real ID compliant, you may no longer be allowed through standard security lanes for domestic flights. That little gold star in the corner of your license, it's not decoration, it's your clearance to board. Now here's where this becomes personal. Many seniors renewed their licenses years ago and never updated to Real ID. Some assumed a passport would always be enough, but under expanded screening measures, mismatched documents, expired passports, or outdated identification could trigger secondary screening, and that means delays. Imagine this. You arrive early, you've packed carefully, you're ready to go, and suddenly you're escorted aside because your ID doesn't scan properly under new verification systems. The solution? Check your ID now. If you don't see Real ID markings, contact your local DMV well before 2026. Don't wait until holiday travel season, because once enforcement is fully active, airport agents won't make exceptions just because you didn't know. Digital ID verification expansion. Change number 2, expanded digital ID verification. The Transportation Security Administration has been testing digital ID systems at select airports, and 2026 may bring a broader rollout. This means facial recognition comparisons between your live image and your ID or passport photo will become more common. Now, this isn't optional in certain lanes. If you choose to use expedited screening or digital checkpoints, your face may be scanned. For many travelers, this speeds things up, but for others, especially seniors unfamiliar with biometric systems, this can feel overwhelming. Here's why it matters to you. If your passport photo is outdated and you look significantly different, mismatches can cause delays. Weight change, hair loss, facial surgery, these things happen. But digital systems rely on matching key facial markers. So if your passport photo is 9 years old and barely resembles you today, it may be time to renew early instead of waiting until the last minute. Preparation now avoids panic later. Passport expiration. Buffer rules. Change number 3. Stricter passport expiration buffer rules. Many international destinations already require your passport to be valid for at least 6 months beyond your travel date. But starting in 2026, TSA coordination with international travel systems may flag passports earlier in the process. Translation: if your passport expires within 6 months of travel, you may face extra questioning, even before boarding. This hits retirees especially hard because many seniors book international trips months in advance, assuming their passport is close enough to valid. Don't assume. Check the expiration date. If you're within 9 to 12 months of expiration and planning travel in 2026, renew sooner rather than later. Passport processing delays can stretch longer than expected during peak seasons. And missing a cruise departure because of an overlooked expiration date? That's a financial hit you don't want. Name matching requirements. Tighten change number 4. Stricter name matching rules. Airlines and the Transportation Security Administration are expected to align databases more closely with passport and ticket information. If the name on your airline ticket does not exactly match your government ID or passport, including middle names or suffixes, you could be delayed. This becomes especially important for seniors who recently changed names, booked tickets using nicknames, have hyphenated or shortened names, Even something as simple as Bob instead of Robert can trigger review under tightened verification systems. Before booking in 2026, double check that your ticket name exactly matches your passport or real ID. Tiny details, big consequences, enhanced screening for expired or damaged IDs. Change number 5, damaged or worn IDs may not pass upgraded scanners. New document readers rolling out in 2026 will be more sensitive to chipped passports, faded barcodes, and cracked license laminations. If your passport cover is bent, water damaged, or peeling, you could be pulled aside. For seniors who've had the same passport stored in a drawer for years, now is the time to inspect it. Think of it this way: if the machine can't read it clearly, you may not move forward clearly. Replacing a damaged passport is far easier at home than at an airport counter under pressure. International Return Re-Entry Checks, change number 6, expanded re-entry verification for U.S. citizens returning home. Customs systems are increasingly automated. While this doesn't mean you won't be allowed back into the country, it does mean document checks may feel stricter. If your passport is close to expiration or shows heavy wear, you may face extended questioning. For seniors traveling abroad alone, this can be stressful. Make sure your documents are in excellent condition before departure. Travel with backup photocopies stored separately. And always verify entry rules for both your destination and your return. Confidence comes from preparation. TSA PreCheck and age-based screening adjustments. Change number 7, adjustments to expedited screening programs like TSA PreCheck. While seniors often receive modified physical screening procedures, document verification will remain strict. Age does not override ID requirements. Some travelers assume that because they're 65 plus, they'll automatically move through security with fewer checks. That assumption could cause frustration in 2026. Pre-check lanes may integrate more digital ID confirmation, meaning you'll need updated documents regardless of age. The takeaway? Senior status doesn't replace compliance. State ID database. Cross-checking. Change number 8. Deeper cross-checking between state DMV databases and federal systems. This means outdated address information, unresolved license suspensions, or data mismatches could trigger alerts during airport verification. Even if you haven't moved recently, confirm your license details are current. A simple database error could delay your boarding process, and fixing it at the airport is nearly impossible. Handle it early. Avoid the chaos. Let's bring this home. January 2026 may feel far away, but passport renewals, DMV appointments, and travel bookings fill up fast. The people who act early travel smoothly. The people who wait often pay the price, with stress, rebooking fees, and missed moments with their families. This isn't about fear, it's about control. You deserve to board your flight with confidence. You deserve to see your children, your grandchildren, your friends, without unexpected barriers. Check your passport, check your ID, match your ticket name, inspect document condition, plan ahead. Because your travel freedom matters, your money matters, your time matters. And as these changes roll out, staying informed could protect your next trip and your wallet. If you found this breakdown helpful, stay tuned. These policies evolve, and I'll continue tracking every update that impacts you and your family. Your future travel plans depend on being informed today. Don't miss what's coming next.